Hello Kenya, hello the world. This is World Class 2023. We are happy today to be at this particular venue to have the final for World Class 2023. We started off with about 100 bartenders and have whittled them down to the top 6 that are competing for the grand prize today. We are so happy to join other nations across the world and all of the Diageo markets to provide an individual who will compete for us in the top 60 in the world for the global final. The finalists for World Class 2023 are Annette Mulama, Ian Mwenda, Walter Nyaragesi, Benjamin Thiongo, Franklin Lumumba, and Benson Kanyi. Today we challenged the contestants to come up with 4 drinks that they have been working on for the past 3 weeks.
I'm Kamau Benjamin Thiongo from Funky Monkey Diani. I came to know World Class through my friends who came and tried. They tried, some didn't go through, some went through. Like making it to the finals, it's kind of thrilling. I never anticipated myself to make it this far, but this far I've come and I'm here and I'm ready to win. When I win, I want to show the world that people have to try. They have to give it their all and try and they'll make it. If you don't make it, you wake up, brush off and start again. Johnny Walker Green Label comprises of Cragamo, Linkwood, Taliska, and Kaulela. I love enjoying and having fun while doing the shake. It reminds me of my roots when you're dancing around fire. And now I'm a minimalist. What I did, I made my apple shrub. The residue that remained, I dehydrated to make this perfect dust and this beautiful, crunchy, tasty apple, chili, shrub candy. Please enjoy, everyone. You're welcome.
Benjamin, that was absolutely excellent. Is your garnish edible?
Yes, it is.
So should we try the drink then the garnish, or the garnish then the drink?
You can try both.
In any order?
Any order.
Absolutely excellent.
You still get that compelling, fizzy, sweet aromas.
They were able to make a signature drink. This was up to them to create a drink that represents them, and this was based on the brand that keeps progressing over and over again, Johnny Walker.
Johnny Walker Green is the only blended Scotch whiskey made with malts from 4 corners of Scotland. Indeed, it's a drink of nature.
Johnny Walker, the finest of all. I'm going to pour it from my elbow. All right.
We had some amazing stories. They opened up, told us some amazing things that we did not know about them, and this is what World Class is all about.
You're always eating the fruits from the garnish.
My name is Franklin Lumumba. I'm from Diani. I work at Salty Squid Beach Bar and Restaurant. I'm quite happy to be here. I'm quite honored to be in the top 6 of World Class finals. Diageo has created a platform for bartenders in Kenya to showcase their talents. And I can tell you for a fact that Diageo is doing really good work in terms of how they're trying to raise the bar behind the bar.
Everybody knows if you're from the coastal part, you usually like either our pilau or our coconut fries. Now, I still have fond memories of my mother making me coconut fries. Whenever she used to make coconut fries, I used to stand by as I wait for her to crack open a coconut. After cracking the coconut, I would happily quench my thirst with the refreshing water of the coconut, and I will leave the meat for her culinary creations. This cocktail is inspired by the fond love of my dear mother. Johnny Walker Green Label blends very well with the rest of the ingredients.
Not really a question, but in your thoughts, because this has been inspired by your mother's cooking and your childhood and where you live or where you grew up. If I wanted to eat something or snack on something as I'm enjoying your cocktail, what would that be? What would you recommend?
Coconut fries. The complimentary is complimentary coconut fries, or you can make even a curry. You can make a coconut curry. So the coconut curry will complement the flavors as well for this cocktail.
Thank you very much. That's your time.
We also did Don Julio. Don Julio was based on the studio that is known as Underground Agriculture. We have been teaching them based on these amazing programs, taught the world over, that underground ingredients pair very well with tequila. We were blown away by some of the submissions, and obviously we are a country that is rich in this type of ingredients.
My name is Annette Mulama from Hero Trademark, Nairobi. I came back to World Class because last time was my first time to try and I got to top 6. So this time I have upped my game, I have learned new skills, I have experienced new equipment, and I believe with that I am a better competitor this time, and I can't wait for the judges to taste my cocktails. Hi guys. It's a lovely afternoon and I'm about to make you lovely cocktails. The story of Don Julio starts all the way back from 1942. Don Julio met a businessman who he gave him a loan and he built his own distillery, and that is where he began crafting this luxury tequila. Agave is harvested by hands. Carrots are harvested by hands. The spearheads of agave are cut off. Also, carrots leaves are cut off. That correlation of the harvesting made me choose carrot as my own base. I made a sorbet out of carrot juice. My sorbet has carrot and it has a little bit of sugar because carrots are naturally sweet. I will put this in my cup glass. In my shaker, I will add 4 pieces of sage. Sage has really nice aromas if you've ever encountered it, and it goes so well with tequila. I will add some ice and give my drink a really nice shake. I will double strain it on top of my sorbet. You can imagine the flavors already. So when the person who is going to take this drink, the sorbet will keep on melting as they take it, and it gets sweeter and sweeter. I was asking you, where did my residue go? So as always, I love to create stuff. I made a carrot biscuit. It's crunchy, it's tasty. When you taste it, it feels like the digestive biscuits with ginger. Yeah, that's the taste you get. And since my sorbet is here, I'm just going to put that there. And I call this drink the Don Sorbet.
What we're looking for is bartenders who are talented, bartenders who can tell stories, bartenders who can show us their skill and at the same time communicate with us. When you're ready.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse, silence please. Way backbenchers. Tafadhali, kidogo tu.
My name is Benson Kanyi, all the way from Villa Calista down in Diani. One thing about World Class, it pushes you to be the best, and actually I was drawn to be a bartender way back because that one element of engaging customer, creating something from the top, yeah, and the guests actually giving you feedback there and then, it's such a pleasure. I like to tell my fellow contestants that yes, I'm also coming to bring my A game in this one, and yes, let's see what it has to bring.
Mbele yenyu ni kijana kutoka Mombasa. I'll start by my Don Julio. challenge, which was to the underground agriculture, and inspired by the Don Julio's story. Don Julio was bereaved at a young age of 17 years old, and he strived. Yeah, in the modern days, we have people who call themselves plants daddies, mummies, but Don Julio was an agave daddy. So he took care of his agaves on the ground, and he took it so personal. Yeah. So for my underground agriculture, the thing that I used, and judges, I'll love you to sample this. It's an onion radish cordial. Onion radish cordial. Yeah. Why I used onion is because it's a common ingredient used daily. Yeah. And again, kitungu. It reminded back me in high school. Kamkarango. Yeah. Enzi ya githeri lazima ungekatwanga ukienda DH, harufu tu ile inakupiga kwa DH. Inakuwa boss, nisaidie kamkarango ka kitungu kwa umbali. Na kagitheri, yeah? So, allow me to give you can sample this. I'll do 25 ml of this. And I made my homemade ginger liqueur just to complement the spicy notes of the Don Julio, which I'll use 20 ml. And then there is something that I discovered, and it was soaking your pilipili on your lemon juice. It brings out, it sucks up that chili notes. So for that, I'll use my 15 ml. It's something you discover as you're cooking, yeah? Kakuku ni nini unadip alafu kachapa. So 15 ml of that, and the star of the show, 60 ml, sorry. Nisijikoroge na kizungu mingi pia. Saa zingine ilikuja na meli, ya? Na bado meli ijakita mizizi pale pwani, inasafiri tu kienda. So I'll drain my water. Sometimes it's something we take for granted, but yeah, you can see how that will affect the drink. So I'll put some ice cubes on my, yes, and then again nitakatika. So you wouldn't want a Brother Bernard to happen on your shaker when you're on shift, because, hey, Brother Bernard, you're swimming, yeah? And where I'm from, you get those clients who enjoy when you're swimming. So I'll double strain my mix, yeah? And top up with some soda water. And then I'll garnish it with a radish on top, and some just black pepper too, kidogo, yes. And judges, I present to you, oh, excuse Ryan, kindly. Yes, thank you, sir. And that's my Mkulima's Highball.
The other was more skewed towards the side of food. And it is here that we told them to choose any reserve brand and choose either an aperitif or a digestive and pair it with a dish and offer us an amazing experience. They had to educate us on a Bloody Mary.
I'll give it the original whip yanjoro. Welcome, everyone.
My name is Ian Mwenda. I'm a Flair bartender coming from Dusit Princess Hotel Residences, Nairobi. I've always had a thrill to entertain people, and also personally being a Flair bartender, I've wanted to showcase my skills. Flair bartending is not something that is very common in Kenya, and the reason for me to join World Class is to shed light on what Flair bartending is, and most importantly, to make amazing cocktails and to entertain.
I am going to entertain you with something we call multiplex Flair bartending. All right? All right, let's go. So, most people will wonder, why is this cocktail called a Bloody Mary? A Bloody Mary has many theories as to how it came to be. The most famous theory is that the Bloody Mary was named after the reign of Queen Mary Tudor reign, which was very bloody because she shed a lot of blood against the Protestants in the 1500s. That is the most common theory. And the tomato juice represents the blood that was shed during those times. So for my cocktail, I am going to incorporate a couple of ingredients inside here according to how I think it's going to blend really well. One of the ingredients that I'm going to do is cucumber. Cucumber, I believe, goes really well with vodka. And so I decided it to be as one of the main ingredients to do this. So, I'm going to do a few pieces of cucumber inside here. And then I'm going to add a bit of lime juice so that I can muddle my cucumber to bring some flavors inside the cucumber. So good. All right. I'll do 20 ml. 20 ml into that. I'm just going to muddle, give it a very nice muddle into that to release the cucumber flavors. The second thing I'm going to add into this cocktail is Worcestershire sauce. I'll do a few dashes of Worcestershire sauce into this. This gives it umami and savory flavor. Three dashes of that. Now, for my cocktail, it's usually a classic Bloody Mary calls for Tabasco. But for me, I decided to do chili and water flavor into this. So I blended chili, green chili, and a bit of water to bring the spiciness into this cocktail. I'm going to do 15 ml into that. For my cocktail, I'll do just a pinch of salt to give it a bit of the salt. Salt enhances the flavors of the cocktail and also to give it a bit of the saltiness flavor into that. All right. Now, for my next ingredient, I'm going to do tomato juice. I'm going to do 90 ml of this inside that cocktail. Sorry about that. Let's go. Right, let's go. All right. All right. Come on. It's all right. Sorry. So this is something that happens to most of us Flair bartenders. Sometimes you do it good. I'm going to do 90 ml into that. And for my base ingredients, which is the kettle one, I'm going to do 60 ml of kettle one into that cocktail. All right, 60 ml. Into that cocktail. This cocktail I am not going to shake it. The reason is I don't want it to be too diluted. Now, I'm going to give you a funny story before I strain this cocktail. When I was going to make my first cocktail, I was supposed to bring some entertainment into this by incorporating smoke, but now I think we'll have to use it for the next cocktail, which is the Bloody Mary. Like I said, I'm not going to shake it to avoid dilution, so I'm just going to do it the old-fashioned way. All right, let's go. The cocktail is getting ready. And then I'm going to double strain it into my glass. Let's see how the balance is. Fantastic. I can feel the spiciness and the flavor of the tomato juice. I believe if you had a very long night and you came to me, I would have cured your hangover. So for my garnish, I'm going to place a cucumber roll on top of it. And celery stick, we're going to go the old-fashioned way. And there, ladies and gentlemen, is my Bloody Mary. Thank you, it's been a pleasure.
Hello guys, I'm Walter Nyangarisi from Hero Restaurant, the best bar in Africa. I'm thrilled to be here in the world-class finalists among the top 6. I'm very excited. Actually, it's always one of my dreams that I've always inspired to be, like being among the finalists. So I'm very glad and I'm here to win. Started my career as a barista before being converted to a bartender. Actually, I was inspired by a former finalist called Samia. She was my boss at back then, and yeah, she was my inspiration. That's why I'm here, and I'm here to win.
Shangwe na vigelegele.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I'm Walter. Thrilled again to be here to present my cocktail. I'm going to teach you on how to make the Bloody Mary. I call my Bloody Mary the Garden of Eden. So for my Bloody Mary, I decided to come up with a special branch of which it is going to accompany my drink. So I'm starting with my special branch. So for my special branch, I came up with savory herbs with some hashed potatoes and grilled tomato, avocado, and of course, it's Garden of Eden. We must have some apples in it. That's why I decided to call my presentation the Garden of Eden. So I came up with a lemon vinaigrette. For the lemon vinaigrette, it has a lemon. I added olive oil. It has some herbs, of which it's parsley, and a little bit of salt. So, and I came up with my lemon vinaigrette. So for my Bloody Mary part, I decided to come up with a clarified Bloody Mary. I wanted to come up with a cocktail that most people think Bloody Mary is people usually take Bloody Mary when they want to kill hangover or treating hangover, something of sort. So on my side, I wanted to come up with a cocktail of which anyone, anytime, can take it. And I decided to make my Bloody Mary. And here, how did I make my Bloody Mary? Come with me with this journey I want to show you. So first, for my Bloody Mary, I used cherry tomatoes. It is locally found. It is good. It is sweet. So what I did, I took my cherry tomatoes, blended my cherry tomatoes with coriander in order to give it like a good taste, like herbal taste, something of sort. So I took cherry tomatoes, coriander, and sugar syrup. I blended them all together, placed them somewhere for 1 day in order for it to ferment a little bit. Then later, I added vinegar. I let it stay with the vinegar. Eventually, after around 3 days, I came up with a cherry tomato shrub. So I came up with cherry tomato shrub, and the cherry tomato shrub, what I did, I carbonated it so that it can be refreshing. Anyone can take it any day, any time. And after mixing coriander, cherry tomato, vinegar, and sugar, I came up with this product, the clarified tomato shrub, tomato and coriander shrub. So it's simple. Anyone can make it any day, any time. How did I clarify it? I sieved my coriander and cherry tomatoes using the cheesecloth in order to clarify my drink. So I'm going to show you on how I'm going to prepare my Bloody Mary. So at first I'm going to chill my glass because I'm making a refreshing cocktail, served aside with some brunch. So I'm going to chill my glass in order to give my judges the coolest cocktail and the most refreshing one. So, in my glass, I'm going to pour 60 ml of Kettle One vodka. I'm going to do 2 drops of Tabasco. I'm going to do a drop of Worcester sauce. I came up with a coriander oil in order to give my cocktail some more flavors. So how did I come up with my coriander? What I did, I blanched my coriander. Blanching is when you take the corianders and place them in hot water bath. Then immediately you remove the coriander from the hot water bath and place them in a very cold water in order to avoid cooking of the coriander. So I came up with coriander oil. So in my cocktail, in my Garden of Eden, I'm going to do a drop of coriander oil. Bloody Mary usually has salt. So for me, I didn't want to use the salt itself. So I came up with saline solution. So for my cocktail, I'm going to do 2 drops of saline solution. Give it a little stir in order to mix our Tabasco, Worcester, coriander oil, and the saline with the vodka. So I'm going to stir it a little bit. Finishing up my cocktail, I carbonated my tomato shrub, my tomato and coriander shrub, in order to give it the refreshing. So anyone can take it any day, any time. So it won't be a hangover cocktail, but you can take it anywhere, anytime. So I carbonated my coriander, my shrub. As you can see, it's very refreshing. So I'm going to top up with my shrub. In order to complete, a cocktail is not complete without a garnish. So in order to complete my cocktail, I'm going to garnish my cocktail using the cherry tomato. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm introducing you to the Garden of Eden.
They were making a twist and giving us a masterclass on why that Bloody Mary is an amazing variation of the original. This was actually my favorite part of the day.
How's everybody feeling? Yeah, awesome. It's been quite a morning and a very, very exciting, enlightening morning till evening. I want to first of all start by appreciating the judges, but most importantly, the 6 finalists.
It sure is an honor to be here today. I think when I see faces, and they're very familiar faces, I think it gives us confidence that our partnerships are working. We also do recognize the fact that you took time and honored our invitation. So we are super proud to have everyone here this evening for this very great event. So One Class is a festival that celebrates drinks and encourages us and inspires us to drink better. And therefore we come in to celebrate the craft of preparing these beautiful drinks that I believe you've all enjoyed through the evening. And that would not be possible without our partners, the bartending community across Kenya and across the world. So Diageo makes world-class drinks, but we do acknowledge the effort and the work that the bartending community does to bring those beverages in a very powerful way to our consumers. And that's addressing the unique tastes and preferences of those consumers. So today, and I think in Kenya, the biggest topic is about our athletes, the guys that have represented us and won and, put Kenya in a pride position. But today we will also be crowning a bartender who will fight in a global stage.
It's time for some awards. Who wants to win something? So the top 6 finalists, before we crown the winner, and before our commercial director comes here and gives us a speech and talks to us, we are going to crown the individual challenge winners. Are we ready? You know how we do. We give it a drum roll. Are we ready? For the signature, the first cocktail of the day, the first challenge today was known as the signature challenge. It was basically bartenders creating a challenge based on their own creative levels. And it was based on Johnny Walker Green Label. So there is someone who has won this today. Do you want to know? Give me a drum roll, please, Bana. Great stuff. The winner for the signature challenge is Annette Mulama. We had Don Julio, and they were pairing Don Julio with ingredients that grow beneath the ground. We call this an underground agriculture with Don Julio. So it's funny, someone asked me what happens when there is a tie. And I said that rarely happens. So judges, good job. The first tie we've ever had. in a challenge in world-class Kenya, the first person, Franklin Lumumba. The next person, Walter Nyaragesi. The next person, they were supposed to choose an aperitif or a digestive, drinks you have before or after meals, and showcase with any of our reserve brands. The winner of that challenge was Mr. Franklin Lumumba. Franklin. Good stuff. All right, last but not least, the last challenge was based on Kettle One, the Bartenders vodka. This vodka has been grown strictly through the recommendation and creative processes of bartenders across the world. And it was based on Bloody Mary. So they were supposed to create an amazing alternative to a Bloody Mary. And the person that came tops is none other than Ian, the Flair bartender.
But behind this success, there is a group in Kenya breweries. I want us to put our hands together and celebrate the team in reserve, Kenya Breweries, Makofi for organizing this. Hey guys, you know they can cut off the cocktails you are drinking. Makofi to the team that organized this. You know, the aim of this program for us is to ensure that every Kenyan who walks into a bar or an entertainment joint in Kenya gets the best experience. But what did they say? That the proof of the fooding is in the eating, but as far as we don't deal with food, is in the tasting. So please join me together as we announce and congratulate the winner of the Diageo World Class of 2023. Drum roll! And the winner of the Diageo World Class Kenya 2023 is drum rolls, and the winner of Diageo World Class Kenya 2023 is none other than Benjamin Thiongo. Benjamin Thiongo. And with that, Benjamin will be representing Kenya in the Diageo Global World Class Competition in Brazil in September. So let's just put our hands and congratulate him. Thank you very much, everyone. Continue enjoying your, as we look forward for him to bring the World Class trophy to Kenya finally. Welcome, well done, Benja. Asante sana.
Whoa, it's a thrill, it's a thrill. Just be true to yourself, stick to your culture, and show the world your culture. Don't be just diverse and not showing your culture. Show your culture. Own it. Own it! And I thank you for every support system I've had. I've had nice managers, good best friends. Man, I made a journey. I have a train of friends that who hold me as my back system. Trust in yourself and you can make it. It's my first run and I did it. To the world!